Hi everybody, Anna K. Morris here with this beautiful 1st November weekend, and I have a story for you. If you've watched any of my videos, you will remember the story about this dog, Todd. I think it's in a 3-part series about my friend Linda, and I think it's the 4th. There's a bonus video, so it's part 4 of 3. So go back and check it out and go listen to the story of Todd, this dog that I really wanted to adopt that Derek put the kibosh on. So I share in that coaching video that this dog Todd found his forever home, and my friend in Dallas, Delia, went and drove him across country to Southern California to be with his new family. And I got an update from Delia. So Delia and I were in touch. She's been in one of my coaching programs. We've actually never met. So Delia, I'm so excited to meet you one day. We have a ton in common, including the fact that we both have quit drinking and our birthdays are the same birthday, which is very, very rare. September 3rd, love it. So anyway, so Delia and I have been in touch, and I'm messaging her throughout the road trip, right? Because it's like 25 hours, and I've done that drive before, so we're chatting about it. And she said that, she drops Todd off at his new home in California, and he seemed really happy and everything was great. And this was like a Sunday night. And then she was staying, this couple that she, that was adopting Todd, have a beautiful condo at Dana Point, which is like one of the prettiest places in the world. Derek and I have been there. It's absolutely stunning. And they just happen to have an extra condo there. So she's at the condo having a nice little work from the condo on the beautiful beach, a few days. And in those few days, I do have a coaching video. I do have a coaching point to this, so don't worry, but listen to the story first. In those few days, Todd stops eating, stops drinking, won't get off his bed, and is just so depressed. And so the couple, call Delia. I don't know all the details, but this is close enough. Call Delia and tell her what the deal is. And Delia realizes that he's a part of their family, and he's their 3rd dog. She had always reserved the 3rd dog spot for a foster dog, except Todd is very clear that he's her dog. And it took a 50-hour road trip to discover that. And I share this because it's very, very important. Delia and I were chatting over text about all of this. And she's so happy that it went the way that it went. And at no point was she ever like, Anna, I really wish you hadn't introduced me to somebody in California. And then I drove 50 hours round trip to be out here and blah, 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 blah. Because what she said instead was, this happened exactly the way it needed to happen. And that is the coaching video. We really want things to go our way. And man, it's so boring if that's how you want things to go all the time. It leaves no magic or mystery or excitement or surprise or delight when it just always goes your way. That is so boring. It doesn't make for a good story. It doesn't make for anything that's really exciting in your life. And now Delia and Todd have spent 50 hours together in the car, only for Delia to realize what Todd already knew, which is that he's her dog. And it took her a little bit of a drive to realize this is actually my dog. That's how it very much was when we adopted Duke. I'm sure you've probably heard this, but I wanted Duke immediately, and Derek was like, over my dead body, are we getting a second dog? We don't have a house, we don't have a job, we don't have a plan, we don't have anything. We're not getting a dog, another dog. We had Barney. And then I had a dream about Duke. And then he still said no. And then the next day I go to yoga and I'm in Shavasana and I have another dream about Duke. And I come out of yoga crying and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. This is our dog. He is a Morris. We have to go get him. And if we don't keep him, that's fine. But I'm going to find somebody in this Morris family. You've got a ton of cousins and aunts and uncles. I will find somebody that wants this dog because this dog can't stay at the shelter anymore. And it took one night, and Derek was like, that's my dog. He can't go to anybody else. He's mine, right? So our willingness to go with the flow and to accept that, like, no, this dog should not stay in California. This is my dog. Like, Delia's willingness to listen to that is what magic and really well-lived lives are made of. Is that even though it didn't make sense, and even though it wasn't what the original plan was, that she was willing to have it change, to have it be different. If you watched yesterday's video, you know what I'm talking about, because I actually talk about this in yesterday's video as well, about our willingness to let things be different than we want them to be, right? What I shared in yesterday's video is that, like, I was just having as a parent or as any human being, it's always changing. And my only goal is to just be, as Marie Forleo says, unmessable with, right? No, that's actually another coach that I work with. Anyway, it doesn't matter. She's still fabulous. I want to be unmessable with. Of course, it's not good grammar. I don't give a shit. Sorry, the windows are all open, so doors are opening and closing. But I love that when things change, the older and more experienced and the more faith I have, the more willing and the faster I am at just rolling with it. Rolling with it. It's like, oh, okay, so we just drove 50 hours and or 25 hours and I'm bringing Todd home, and Todd's our dog. And that's exactly what happened with Delia. And that's what's happening all over our lives if we just stop fighting and stop having our own agenda and lean into, where does it feel good? Where does it feel true for me? It might not make sense, right? Like, I remember when I first went out with Derek, like, he lived in Houston, I lived in Austin. I remember a month after we were dating, I woke up in the morning and somebody that I was building my business with in Austin bailed on me. And the minute I got that text, my little voice was like, move to Houston. Move to Houston. It was the thing that I needed to happen. This woman bailing on me and the business that we were building, it was the thing that was keeping me in Austin when the love of my life was in Houston with a career that he could not move. So I moved to Houston literally a month later. And that is the source of all of the magic in my life, is that I don't argue with the universe. This whole coaching business, it's all because my little voice is like, go tell people about me. Go help them. Go help them find me within themselves. It's so much easier than we make it. It's so much easier. Okay, so your journal prompt is, where am I hanging on to something being a certain way? And what might it look like or feel like if I let go? And then you could even go a step further and look for evidence of times when you've let go, to see if there's any magic that happened that can help get that muscle a little bit stronger. Okay, I'm so excited. Tomorrow I'm opening the doors for a program that has been divinely led, as everything is, and you'll find out more tomorrow. So stay tuned, and I love you.